Are we back? Alright, we're back. You might have to manually refresh. So we've got 7 mana. Alright, so we just go Blood Moon Sneak Attack. Man, we have to pick which of these guys are our least favorites. I just love all of them so much. I like how our opponent's still playing Magic. Come on, dude. What are you gonna do? Seriously, come on. What are you gonna do? What do you think? I'm not gonna kill you with Sneak Attack after I drew 21 cards? Ah, that's too funny. All right, we're gonna play one more, and then I'm gonna call it a day. It's been a long day streaming, and kids are awake. I'm gonna hang out with them, eat some dinner, and Comcast is being crappy anyways. But I would like to cheese one more time. To everyone that stuck through the connection issues, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. I know they're annoying. I appreciate all the new followers. I appreciate all the new subs. We had like 6 or 7 new subs today. Y'all are the best. Subs are the reason I can keep doing this as often as I am. We're trying to do. You know, been doing 3 to 4 days a week pretty consistently. Gonna hope to continue doing 3 to 4 days a week pretty consistently. You know, been doing 3. We didn't kill him till turn 2, okay? We just played the Griselbrand on 1 and then drew 21 cards. I like how he kept that hand for turn 1 Blood Moon, and then ended up just like turn 1 Griselbrand again. That's great. This deck's the best. If you ever need to play Legacy, this deck's the best. It's fantastic. What does this hand do? Turn 1 Chalice? Turn 2 Through the Breach? Sure, keep. Yep, I do not plan to play Modern until April, so. Hey, Awaken, thanks for tuning in, man. Opponent mulled to 6, put his card on the bottom. Probe, could be Delver, could be Storm. Oh yeah, we could actually just hardcast Titan on 2. Sounds great. Breach Titan hits for 12. Its triggers only 3. It does 3, 3, and 6. A ring ding 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 ding. Banana phone. Boop boop boop. Could still be Storm or Delver. Nobody knows. Till he duresses us, then we know it's Storm. Storm's a lot more popular than Delver online because Delver requires Wasteland, which is very expensive. Regardless of which of the two we're playing against, we're going to put Chalice on 1 here. Actually, you know what? This is a mistake. If he's playing Delver, he could have Daze and Spell Pierce. We're going to play these Lotus Petals out first. Sorry, Protopod. Just forcing it. So, forced pitching Spell Pierce. So, he was tanking on whether or not he wanted to Spell Pierce for my 2 Lotus Petals, then have Chalice in play. Okay. So, probably Delver. Doesn't have another land. So, what we do next turns, this turn's kind of interesting. If we don't hit a land, let's see what we draw, I guess. So, we hit a land. I think I want to play around Daze and just play this out and pass the turn. His deck could still have Plow in it, so I'm going to play Inferno Titan first. You have a second force, probably. This turns into a 2 for 2. Trade Inferno Titan and Lotus Petal for Force Blue card. Nope, resolved. Sweet. Sweet. What is in his hand? Does he have a Plow? Look, all I have to say is, if you have all the things that are available in Legacy available to you, and you choose to play Mother of Runes, you did it to yourself. You're like, we can do all of these obnoxious things, and you know what I'm gonna play? I'm gonna play a 1/1 for 1 that costs 1 white. Ugh. Ugh. Don't do that to yourself. Just don't do it. I don't speculate on Standard. It's such a waste. It's like, we don't know what the next set's going to have. Like, it's probably reasonable to assume that, you know, the Planeswalkers are still good, Gideon's still good, Obnix is still good, if Secure's legal, that's still good. I'm putting him on Delver, so I'm boarding like he's Delver, which is 3 balls, and I guess I don't know that he's necessarily not Rug Delver, so I'm only going to bring in 1 Magus. If he's on, like, Bug Delver or non-red Delver, Magus is good. Actually, nah, I'm just going to bring in 1 Klasm and put him on Delver. Waiting for it to submit. Yeah, it's like too early to know a lot. Like, Big Game Hunter is probably still reasonable. I'd still play Lark. Like, you just want to like look at my list from Cincinnati and like maybe get rid of some of the land hate. Like, my SCG Cincinnati list is probably like the baseline for Chord in a post Eldrazi world. Man, it's going to be 60s this weekend, 50s and 60s. It's so nuts. Poe would probably take that much because he couldn't beat Infernotype. Yeah, just like muttering under his breath, like, screw Hoogland. Waiting on the opponent. Thank you. Turn 1 Chalice through Daze. Backup Chalice in case the first one doesn't work. Possibly a Blood Moon. What's not to love? What's not to love? I might even just play Mountain Petal Chalice on one here. How's it going, Cloakers? Ugh. My youngest currently has a cold, so every time he sneezes like that, snot just goes everywhere. Huh. You want to lead on this because I'm okay with him dazing it, and then, yeah, play this. Yeah, mate, and if you ever, you missed the streams, there's a link to my YouTube channel below. Generally, I host all of my past broadcasts on my YouTube channel, so you can always catch them there. Could be Grixis, could be Bug. Grixis Delver looks like. Oh, that's rude. That's super rude. Probably like what of engineered explosives. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. Probably gonna get dazed at some point this game. Might as well make it now. Yep. I mean, he had the daze, so. Silly Delver player. You're. It's a good thing we get to be on the Play for Game 3 Delver player. Alright, so we had a Soul Land next turn. We can sneak attack in Griselbrand. Because then I didn't have enough mana to stick the Blood Moon. If I stick the Blood Moon there, the game essentially ends on the spot, most likely. Assuming I run off a few more lands. If the Blood Moon resolves there, I can then also play the Mountain post-combat and not lose the City of Traders, so I'm closer to casting the sneak attack. So we're taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 next turn. So we need to draw like World Spine Worm. Alright, so if I put Gristlebrand into play and block this, I take 6 and go to 4. So I need to just attack with this and then draw some cards and hope to find red source plus another Gristlebrand, I think, and 7 cards. We're likely just dead here, but we're gonna... We're like 1 turn too slow with this. It's fine, we can play for the last one. But if we find red source second Gristlebrand, we can sneak attack a Gristlebrand and play and block this Insectile Aberration. The other line here is like hoping to draw just a threat that kills him in 1 card, but I think it's less likely that we do that than it is to hit red source plus. Red source plus. So what am I supposed to do here? We can play this. Worldspine Worm doesn't save me. If I put in Wormcoil Engine, we're just dead to Insectile Aberrations. Yeah, we're just dead. Oh shit! I didn't even. No, we weren't dead there if he attacked with everything, right? We'd go to... Yeah, we're dead if he attacked with just Delver, which was what was in my head. But if he messes up and attacks with... No, we weren't dead at all. Because if he attacks with just Delver, we sneak attack in Emrakul and block with Emrakul. Yeah, okay, so I just conceded while he was dead. Okay, you know, we came through on the play. I didn't think about it, so I was dead. I had in my head that we were dead to Delver, but in that case, we put in Emrakul and block with Emrakul. And if he attacks with everything, we put in Wormcoil Engine and block the Pyromancer, and then we take 7, but we gain 6 and go to 9, so we'd go to 2, and then the following turn we activate Sneak Attack and kill him. Sure, but like Emrakul blocks the Delver, and then the following turn we put in Worldspine Worm and Wormcoil Engine and kill him. So, yeah. Yep, so that was actually just like threw away. Couldn't lose outside of him having like smashed to smithereens or something weird. It's fine, hopefully. This hand does not seem good enough. This hand does not seem good enough. This hand's not good enough. This hand's not great, but we'll keep. Bottom. Alright, and we lost this now because we just got variance this game, but, I fucked up that last game by a lot. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to play Trinister there. This is better. This plays around Spell Pierce. This is tough. He probably has Pyromancer, and if he sticks Pyromancer next turn, I could run away with the game pretty quickly. We'll see what he does. That's tough. Tough. No, this is game 3. That was game 2, and we won game 1. And we would have won game 2 had I taken half a second and not hit and concede and just talked out all the lines. It's funny, I talked about hitting Gristlebrand, and then we hit Wormcoil, and it didn't occur to me that Wormcoil did the same thing because I was working quickly. Seer is risky, but it has higher upside. I agree. I also think Sphere is more likely to be game over than this is. So, I think this is likely to eat a Force. So, we can play 3-ball next turn. No worries, man. What's wrong with my poor kid, Doom Dealer? look, they're Moto Leagues. We talked about what's right. Like, I'm not worried about the play points. He gets spell pierced. We get spell pierced. Of course he has it. Why wouldn't he have it? Maybe we just draw basic mountain next turn and this resolves. I can dream, right? That would be sweet. And he doesn't have a threat at least, so like he obviously kept his hand for a reason. He also mulliganed to 6, I guess. So shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Chose not to shuffle. That's not good for me. Mountain, basic mountain, basic mountain, basic mountain. Chalice the Void. I think I'm just supposed to play this. Yeah, I guess we'll play this out. Just turns off a lot of his stuff. Sweet. Alright, another force. Pitching Ponder. Don't flip this to a counterspell. Don't flip this. Flip it to like Lightning Bolt. Don't flip it to Cabal Therapy. Just don't flip it. Come on. He kept with the Ponder, so it's guaranteed to flip, right? Flip to Daze. Ugh. At least we know it's there, I guess. And we're not on that quick of a clock. He might crack the fetch here because Daze doesn't look that good on this board. He's not even drawing the Daze. Okay. Wasteland is like lights out, I guess. We could run really well to beat a Wasteland, I guess. God, fuck him. Ugh. Now we have to rip twice. We have to rip a red source and a threat. He knows we have Gristlebrand, so he's naming that. I guess he could technically sack his Delver and take the other one out. I guess he's happy he doesn't have Pyromancer. Well, we'd have gotten him. All right, we hit half. We hit half of what we need. Come on. We could pitch a Spirit Guide to put it in a Spirit Guide. Four more draws. We've only drawn one threat this game. We mulligan to 4. Come on. We mulligan to 4 this game. How sick is this? Like, we mulliganed. I just like to point out again that we mulliganed to 4 this game. We have how many live draws? We've got one Gristlebrand out, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've got 11 live draws here. He's got something weird to kill this. Don't kill my sneak attack. Please don't kill my sneak attack. Alright, well now we have one draw. One draw step. One last chance. Please. Well, I guess we get to go float, mountains, pitch Spirit Guide, play second sneak attack. He probably just has a bunch of counter spells in his hand. See, the problem with this is now his counter spells are live. One more draw step, unless he has bolts. Well, shouldn't have punted the last game, and then we couldn't have gotten savagely unlucky this game. So, you know, there wouldn't have... And, like, I think that's a mistake that a lot of people make a lot of the time, is that they'll focus on the fact that, like, they got really unlucky in, like, that last game. Like, we mulliganed to 4, and then we bricked off for, like, 7 draw steps there, where we had 11 draws for 7 draw steps. But, like, we shouldn't have even been playing that game. That game 3 wouldn't have existed for us to get unlucky if I would have made the proper play in the second game. So, like... That's one of the things you need to consider when you're evaluating, you know, the matches that you're playing of Magic. On another die roll. This is turn 2 Blood Moon. Sure. Turn 2 Blood Moon's fine on the plate. This puts the jig up right away, but it lets us play Blood Moon through days on 2. So I think that's worthwhile. Alright, could die next turn. Get forced like we always do. Alright, resolve, so we got that going for us. So sneak attack or through the breach, and he dies, essentially. We get to Emrakul him. We could just die this turn though, so you know. Awesome, Protomon. And that ultimately is, like, that's how, like, people ask how you get better at Magic, and the first step is, like, don't focus on the variance. Everyone has the variance, and then focus on what we did different, what we could have changed, not just in the game, but, like, in the match as a whole is important. Didn't force the Chalice, didn't force the Blood Moon, force the Chalice. Interesting. So we've got, how many live draws do we have here? We've got 8 sneak attack effects, and we've got an Inferno Titan, 3 Inferno Titans, a Chandra. Does he have a basic island in his deck? Just second basic forest, sure. So now we're probably dead this turn. So we had a lot of draws to kill him these turns. We had all of our 6 drops. We had these cards killed him, so we had 14 draws that killed him over these last few turns. We just haven't found him. We did not win. We continued bricking off like we had been. Well, how close are we to casting Emrakul? So we got 5, 7, 9 mana. Getting there, slow and steady. 9, 10, 11. If we didn't have this Blood Moon, we'd be pretty close. Brr, brr, brr. That's Jake stomping around in the background. Come on, Inferno Titan, come to daddy. Come on through the breach, come to daddy. All we need is through the breach. Alright, getting closer to hardcasting this Emrakul. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Unfortunately, we'll be dead before we get 5 more turns. Dead to any pump spell here, I think. Yeah, sometimes you brick off and die. I'm told this matchup's very hard for this deck. Well, there's one of our live draws. Another... So our 14 out started at 15 cards in. Them's the beats. Magus of the Moon seems good in this matchup. 3-ball. I think I want to cut World Spine Worms and Through the Breaches and Seething Songs. This might be overboarding. I'm going to cut 1 Magus. I'm not going to bring the Magus in. I'm just going to bring the 3 balls in. Chandra sweeps the board at least, I think, so I think I like her. Wormcoil's a threat. Like, you need to kill them. Maybe Wormcoil's worse than, like, World Spine Worm, but I think even Wormcoil getting into play kills them quickly. Waiting for our opponents to finish sideboarding. Would like to play first. What does this hand do? Nothing? Does nothing? This hand also does nothing. This hand doesn't do a lot, but I think we're supposed to keep it. Oh, stop that. Turn 2 Blood Moon. Brainstorm in response to the Lotus Petal. I've not played Serum Putter in this deck. I'm playing a deck list that was given to me 100% by a friend, so I'm just like taking his good word for what we should and shouldn't be playing. Alright, that's Blood Moon. Watch him play Basic Forest this turn, I assume. Yeah. Why not? Alright, getting closer to Inferno Titan. 4, 5. So we've got 1 more land, 1 more mana source. That was a good one. Getting forced, I assume. Oh, well then. I should have drawn first. We could have just killed him. He's dead anyways, right? Maybe? I think he's going to 1, actually. Yeah, he's going to 1. Oh, we could. I had a Simian Spirit Guide. Yep. This doesn't matter. He's super dead either way. Need to tighten up. Getting a little sloppy. I'm gonna keep this. We have Klasm and Blood Moon, so I think this card's pretty valuable in this matchup. We got reasonable mana to start with. Yeah, and we had the Spirit Guide. Like I said, it was just super sloppy. The sloppiest. That was a good draw. It's a good draw. Hopefully we don't get triple invigorated here. If he has any invigorates, he's casting them because he knows we have Blood Moon. I guess we can get forced here. He knew this was coming. I wouldn't be surprised if he saved the force for this instead of forcing the chalice. Alright, nope. Alright, sweet. I use Nano because I'm a heathen. What's the rule? It's not a real game of Legacy until a Simian Spirit Guide gets cast. Alright, let the 9-turn clock begin. Back up Blood Moon, deal. 8 turns. 8 turns. Get in there, Simian Spirit Guide. Go take him to Browntown. Get him. Get him. Too much Grey Ogre. Oh, man. Look at all this Grey Ogre. Them AP Spirity beats. Put a backup chalice on 1, just in case something goes horribly wrong. 5 more turns. Welcome to Browntown. Oh, baby. So sneaky. Beep 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 beep. All right, we're just gonna finish out this league. We're gonna finish out the league and then I'll call it a day. My wife's shopping, so. Legacy's all skill. This is the format where the better player always wins. And if watching this stream hasn't proved that to you, there's something wrong with you. Whoa. You know, like, we messed up. We lost this game because we messed up. Like, you've probably heard me say this a couple of times over the past few days. Like, Legacy's like battle cruiser magic. Like, it's fun. You like to slam big things into each other. It's a good thing just to do when you're looking to be amused. But overall, like, It's I don't think it's great for like competitive formats because the high power level of all the cards lead to a lot of swings. That being said, it is a blast to play and it's a lot of fun. So if you're looking to have a good time, I would highly recommend checking out some of the sweet things you can do in Legacy, like Reanimator people and Tin Fins people and Mono Red Sneak Attack people and Show and Tell people and 2 a.m. You're 8 hours ahead of me. Play 4 Brainstorms, maybe. Brainstorm's so overrated. I think we've dropped like 1 match to Eldrazi. Occasionally this deck just like mulligans a bunch and bricks off. So like that happens multiple games in a row, or you make some mistakes like I did. But I think we're like 5-1 or 6-1. Like, so people keep asking me like why I chose to play this deck in Philadelphia. And the reason why I did was because I was expecting lands and Eldrazi to be popular, and they were both very popular, so it was a great metagame choice. And I just played poorly and got a little bit unlucky in one of my matches, but I messed up 2 of them, so can't really put that on the deck. The deck's win percentage has been super reasonable. Like we're 2-1, we're 6-2 on the day now. We're 6-2 on the day. We went 7-3 last time. We're 6-2 because I punted one of them. Like. Oh. I appreciate everyone hanging out. If it's your first time watching the stream, welcome. My name's Jeff Hoagland. I am a constructed grinder on the SCG Tour. Currently ranked 1st on their circuit for the start of this year. Hoping to lock my seat up to their Players' Championship for this year. I played in their first one in 2014, and then I fell a little bit short last year. The IQs just got away from me, and I decided I didn't want to grind that many of them. But it's just Open Series events this year, or SCG Tour events, so it's a good time. I have a little bit of a lead over the next couple. We've got 3 more events in the season.